I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm.
This courtroom is about to explode with tension. A DWI defendant, multiple suspended licenses, and years of dodging the system. Mr. Sanchez is facing a judge who's had enough. What happens when you mix missed court dates, unpaid fines, and back-to-back DWIs? Stick around.
When you show up to court, good things happen. When you don't show up, you now know what happens. You will now be dealing with this lifelong consequence as a result of your failure to come to court. You are now pleading guilty to this DWI. It will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. With your record, you have 2 suspended license cases. Now you have a DWI going on your record. When you get pulled over, what do you think an officer is going to do to you? They're going to harass the hell out of you. Every single time you get pulled over, don't matter what you're doing. I don't care if you're going to church, planting tulips, whatever, you will get harassed. And even if you have the faintest smell of alcohol or dope, you will be charged with a second offense. What we're doing today will not happen again. You will be facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And if you're not smart enough to consider how to get home on a night of drinking or smoking or whatever, you will be doing a lot of time in jail. Do you understand? You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering in today's agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. Any prior DWIs?
Yes, Your Honor, it was actually dismissal out of Hidalgo County for 2019.
Anything else?
And it's a lot of driving while licenses suspended.
How many you got? I see 2 here. Does he have more?
Yes, Your Honor, out of county. Give me a second. Yeah.
Jason, I don't know, man. You know, he has a, when was that DWI dismissed?
2019, Your Honor. There's one.
So he had that DWI. He picked up this DWI while he was on bond for that DWI.
I understand, Judge. I mean, the problem is I think he works in Florida. Is that correct? So that's part of it. Well, I mean, I'm saying like part of the problem with getting to court is that he works in another state. And I understand he's got to be here. He knows he's got to be here, but
we waive appearances for everyone. There's no excuse. No excuse. I can't in good conscience. When your case is 1,500 days old and you have a prior DWI that you picked up while this other DWI, why would I give you this kind of gift? No, I'm sorry. And then you have 2 prior suspended license cases here.
One in Stockton and one in Hidalgo County.
2 more suspended license cases. It's not, I don't think so, Mr. Sanchez. You know, I think that if I were to take a time served, I would be enabling your behaviors, telling you that it's okay when it's not. You know, we can go back, we can work something else out. If you do maybe like 20, I'm okay with that. You know, where he probably would have just a weekend, something like that. But I can't, Mr. Sanchez, in good conscience, take this. I can't reward you for having 2 open DWIs simultaneously and then taking off on us for 3 years, 4 years.
how much credit he's got?
It's 6 days credit.
6 days.
It's 6 days credit. 3 for 6.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd still be the same thing anyways. You really have 6 days credit.
6 days credit.
I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. You will be required to pay every court cost that will be assigned to you today, which is a lot. And if you don't pay it, you will go to jail. For every $100, it's a day in jail. How much is it going to owe? With the DWI, it's going to be what, $3,000, right?
If you're including the DWI track file?
Correct. Yeah.
3,100 and could be 3,600.
Yep. That's what's going to happen today. So if you don't pay the court costs and the DPS fines and fees, you will go to jail. You're being assessed now over $3,000 in fees. So if you fail to pay, every $100 is a day in jail. So you can imagine how much jail time it is if you fail to pay. I am also going to suspend your license for a year. I'm not putting you in jail now, but you know what's expected of you. And if you fail to pay, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. Sometimes,
Notice how the judge hits Sanchez in the wallet instead of the cell first. Over $3,000 in fines, and every $100 unpaid equals a day in jail. That's a brutal equation. But here's the question. Do financial penalties work better than jail time for repeat offenders?
you hit someone even harder in the pocketbook than when you do with a little bit of jail time. We'll see how it goes now, because if you don't pay, imagine. It's a lot of time in custody.
How much time do we have to pay the?
I don't expect them to pay it all up front now, but I'm going to put them on a payment plan,
Okay.
you know?
Sort of
But I'm going to tell you, if you try to jet on me, I will remember, because I will make notations as to this right now about how many DWIs, how many suspended license cases you have, so that if you flake on us and don't pay it, for the $3,400 that's owing doing, it's $100 for every single day. Mr. Sanchez, you give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you can never come back and change this, challenge this, undo this. Do you understand? How do you plead to the charge of driving while intoxicated?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, give you credit for the 6 days that you've done. How much is total of everything?
$3,600.
$3,600 is what is due and owing that you will pay. Let me give you a piece of advice, Mr. Sanchez. The worst possible thing you can do in this life is drive. Because if I catch you driving and you pick up a new case in this court, because I will have jurisdiction over you for the next 5 years. If I catch you in a car driving, I'm going to light you up. Do you understand?
Sure.
All right. Good luck to you.
Guessing they'll get credit for court costs?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be responsible for all the court costs. Correct. Yeah. And then, so what kind of payment plan do they do down there?
I'm not really familiar with that. Usually they'll going off of what his financials are, we can work it out with them down there. I just know that he just has to go down.
Hey, Vic, when they put people on a payment plan downstairs, how long do they give typically?
I'm not sure, Judge. I think they take the consideration.
Can we dictate how long?
I've seen the years,
We did.
and they're allowed to request extensions. But it has to work in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to do an extension. Once we do the payment plan now, you will be expected to live up to it, right? So could we do perhaps like a year, 2 years?
I think Trey can put it in.
Yeah, I can put it on the
and
notes.
talk to
He's gonna have to bring
Okay.
it down.
Judge wants 1 year.
What do you do for a living?
I work for Hilton.
How much money do you make a month?
About $2,600 a month.
Boston, take your hat off.
Okay, I don't want to kill you, right? But I want you to pay. So what I will do is I will put you on a 2-year payment plan. So it'll cost you $150 a month. If you don't pay it, every $100 is a day in jail. So you can imagine how much time you'll do on the $3,600 bill. Do you understand?
So here's the takeaway. Sanchez walks out with his freedom for now, but carries a suspended license, thousands in fines, and a stern warning that the next slip could mean years behind bars. This case shows how judges balance punishment with deterrence, and how thin the line is between leniency and disaster. If you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.